TV besties, what's good? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Ashley. If you are new here, stick around, get into this recap. As you can see in the title, you're getting my reaction to Basketball Wives, just like episode 24. My goodness, it's getting it up there. But y'all, all right. Getting out into this because, we jump right onto don't even waste no little bit of time because Jackie won't done. Jackie won't done, y'all. She kept going, she kept going, she kept going. And at this point, yeah, their friendship is at a place where you don't know where if you could come back from it. Even though Jackie woke up the next day smiling, cackling like nothing happened, in a good energy, good mood. She got some good sleep, so she said. And Jennifer, on the other hand, she called Jelani, told him about like what happened, but she not in no space to still kiki and cat with the rest of the ladies. They have this they're going on like this nice boat on the water. And I'm proud of Jennifer because Jennifer still decided to stick around, go anyway, not, disassociate from the group. You can tell that she's really putting in the work to be there to support Duffey. And at the end of the day, her sticking around is literally just because of Duffey and wanting to support Duffey in this, and this whole ordeal with Duffey now being committed and wanting to move forward with the marriage to, to her, yeah, I guess technically that's right, to her marriage to Iman or whatever or whatnot. So they managed to all like coexist or whatever or whatnot, but these ladies are definitely in two totally different spaces. You can call it fake, or you can just call it like, I can just rise above the situation, as Jackie said. But clearly Jennifer is not in the place of where Jackie is. And it is kind of funny even to hear Jackie talk about, friendship and how and communicating with each other. It's given like, is she like trying to be shady, or is it like she's really like trying to move on and possibly take accountability for her actions, which she hasn't necessarily apologize for? I think basically overall she feels like she's justified for what she said because Jennifer called her a bitch. And then, she just feeling like Jennifer has been blowing little blows to her and has been picking here and there. And I'm like, Jackie, what you talking about, girl? What did you talk about, girl? Talk about some Jennifer is picking with you. Picking with you how? Y'all had one little words about a listing that you did, and all of a sudden now she's picking with you, blase blase blase. And of course all this at this point have gotten blown over because it's being made seem as if Jackie is taking credit or saying that she is basically a producer on this documentary that Jennifer is doing, which, okay, I can totally get it. Jennifer is clearly passionate, very passionate about this, documentary as a personal experience, something that she went through so big that it was like, I want to put something out there to just educate and show other people, so that hopefully, I guess, basically somebody could, learn from it and I guess maybe see sides and try to avoid, maybe somebody like this person that she dealt with and that took her vehicle, all this, which even from the sounds of it, she's still dealing with in court, I guess, basically. So it's so, I don't want to say drawn out. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it's just getting so much bigger than I guess what it even should be now, at this point. So she's passionate about that. Like, I put in this work for this. And Jackie's like, look, I've produced before. I did help you produce. I basically gave you at the end of the day, that's what it was. She gave Jennifer some producer advice. It clearly sounds like Jennifer didn't necessarily disagree or negate that. So that's probably what it was. She went to her probably as a friend, as somebody who possibly has a little bit of experience in this area. And Jackie gave her that, whether it was a little bit, whether it was a lot. Jackie felt like she helped her at the end of the day. Jennifer felt like Nah, you didn't. Well, no, I think it's safe to say that you can admit that she helped you, but right, to say that she's a producer or she's trying to take credit, obviously not. Like, that's not what it is or whatever or whatnot. So, either way, I can understand Duffey, in this space where she's at and wanting to, help these ladies and be like, first off, let what you got going on for this y'all in Mexico, let that be that. This was the perfect time that you felt to go ahead and have a therapy session, a group therapy session for one little group therapy session. I think what boggled my mind is the fact that she kept saying, well, meet with my therapist in work, meet with my therapist in work. Did you really think that after these low blows, this is like what, the second, third time that they've now gotten into it, one little session where the therapist was just going to fix everything and they were going to be back? No, sometimes you just cannot come back from certain situations. And even if you can, it's not just going to happen the very next day. Not the way that things have been going on between Jackie and Christy. Jackie and Christy. Jackie Christy, the same person as between Jackie and Jennifer. Like, nah. After this ship, y'all just need to expect to just let these ladies have some fresh time off of each other. Jennifer's already just making it clear, like, they not friends no more. There's no coming back from this. Like, she just went too far at this point, and that's just going to be done. I'm good on that friendship or whatever or whatnot. So, I guess the great thing in all this is, because I feel like the therapy session could have been something that basically could have waited till they had gotten back home. And as well, like, this is maybe something that y'all need to, if this is something that y'all are even looking to do, y'all need to do this more than once. How that's gonna look, but that's gonna whatever, like, one little session is, and hey, so it's just to say that things have just gotten a little bit too far with them. I think for now, for it to come back, the therapist came there just a little bit too late, and that's all that I think that it was. Had not, it may not have gotten as far as it did. Maybe things could have been salvaged, but where they are right now, like, no, they already in too deep with things that has basically just transpired between them. Let that be done. So, dealing with that, Angel does end up showing up, hooray, okay, with the dress. And as well, I guess a good thing that came out of the therapy session, that's what I wanted to say, was, it did help to, at least in Brandy's situation, just like to recognize some things, within herself or whatever or whatnot, and how that may have played out with her disagreement that she was having with Duffey. And that was Jennifer, who was like, had threw a little bit of shade last episode, like, do you, of all people, can you be of all people be trying to initiate a conversation or try to fix us when your stuff with Duffey may not be all together? Like she said, like, no, we might not have had a one-on-one talk, but I feel like what I needed to say had been said, was put out there, and she had known. And so I think that as well helped to that therapy session and recognizing, you guys don't all, y'all are still getting to know each other, and you don't know all of each other's triggers to even be able to effectively communicate, especially when y'all are in arguments with each other. So it opened up for Duffey and Brandy to finally just sit down, kind of like really talk it out. Brandy being able to be like, yeah, like, you were bringing out some of my childhood triggers, and it was like boom, 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 like da, and done. Look at that. See how that just, that's the good part of it. Even though one friendship is dying, one friendship is getting back to works, getting back to, where it should be. So I think other than that, really the only thing that's left on the table is Brooke. Brooke, their divorce court date is coming up. Whether she shows up or not is going to decide whether they continue to be divorced or not, whether they do be divorced or whether they continue in their marriage. She has expressed about being open, to, them working through, by getting through therapy and things like that. But clearly, she's still going through it. She's still trying to figure out, honestly, I guess, what all in all, that she's wanting to do. And she's finding herself getting triggered in a lot of these sessions and group, and I ain't gonna say sessions, but times with the girls, like, Duffey brought up having Jennifer having kids with Jelani, and of course that brought up feelings because, and it was just like, y'all, like, and it definitely clearly was a moment, I think, of just slipping of the mind, not even really thinking about everybody when it came to that conversation, because prior to this, just at the beginning of this season, Brooke was basically, her and her husband were trying to have a baby or whatever via IVF or whatnot, and then he cheats, and then like, it's just like all that stuff. But he's here. Now, it's not even news to us. Like, we knew that she was calling on him to possibly, I said he's here, like he's here. Y'all know what I mean. He's in Mexico. Some of Jackie and Brandy, Jackie and Brandy get a whiff of him being in Mexico, and they're like, whoa, like, what is going on? But mind you, Brooke isn't fully telling all the ladies everything. I think she kind of really only told British about, like, she's telling them what's going on. So I don't want to say what's really going on. She's not just going into the depth of it. So we seen on last episode last week where they were having a conversation, and him, them talking about him possibly coming down there because the husbands were coming, and things like that. So and it looks like they'll be having some heated conversations with him. Like, this shall be interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, y'all. Definitely let me know your thoughts down there in the comments below, or you can always just drop me some purple hearts to let me know that you've made it to the end of this video, and hope that you consider subscribing to the channel and getting on this road with your girl. We're working on getting 200 subscribers by the end of this month, and we got one more week. I got one more week, y'all, and we got like 50 some odd to go. So yeah, I need y'all to come on. Chop, chop. All right? Peace.